welcome back, and today I'm filming a June 2025 garden tour, and I'm starting out here in the backyard section here. This is a spindle palm, this first one here. And that's a little wooden sign that I made that's right next to it. These little ones, I forgot the name of them, but there's some sort of ground cover. Looks like a fern or something, I think. These are my favorite grass. I have a bunch of these around here out back. These variegated lily rope. Next to these two bottle palms that kind of have a similar look. Two of them evenly spaced along this back fence line here. This is crazy here. This is longevity spinach. It turns into just a big bush. You can grow it up a trellis, but just have it growing here along the ground, and it makes a nice little ground cover. Perfect one for ground cover. Little bird. A bird of paradise here that, I don't know, it hasn't done much here. I think it might be getting too much sun, but the broad leaves look nice on that one. That's the second bottle palm right here. Here, I'll pop up on screen. That's probably at least 3 or 4 foot tall. I'll show you what it looks like here in a second. That's what it looked like 2 years ago. Another one of these variegated lily ropes. Keep in mind, it's a little dry since it's the heat of the day right now. These, I don't know the variety on it, but it's some sort of agave that I actually found on the curb. Both that little one and this big. Next to, which is right, this one is kind of on the corner of the two fence lines here. That's in the corner with shells around it. This one, we're in June right now. This was supposed to bloom in May and early June, but with the drought we had, that was a couple months ago, it didn't really bloom, but it's got a few blooms on it. This one, I posted a picture. That was full of blue blooms just a little bit ago, so that should come into bloom here shortly. You can see all of these are little buds, which it will bloom soon here again. This plumeria tree here. This was a cutting not too long ago. It looks pretty good. It's got some pretty big leaves on it now, which is nice. So I'm hoping this blooms shortly. Back here, we've got 1, 2, 3 honeysuckle bushes back in there, which that will kind of grow up about that tall. And then this areca palm will just get huge. This here is a snorkel bush that these will get crazy if you let them. So this is, what was this? Lemon or? Yeah, this is a lemon tree. That this also got pretty big too. Another one of those snorkel bushes. Beautiful foxtail palm. This foxtail palm here got snapped in the wind, and the frond only went up to here, and it grew all of this, and that was only just a couple years. This is a new little section I just started from along back in here with those variegated grasses. I just wanted to grow in a big clump right here. This is These kind of get not that great looking this time of year, but it'll fill in eventually. Coconut palm. Got a couple of these right now. These two are new. That one, this blue silver buttonwood, the leaves look nice on it, but it's just a little sparse. Snake plant. Robellini palm. And then this right here at the end, you look in here real closely. Those are its blooms, so very shortly this will just be covered in white flowers. And there's a backed up look out back. Along this side here, this is where I didn't clean up too much. The trees on this side drop leaves, so it's just not perfect along here, but there's grasses, and then 2 snake plants, and then 2 bromeliads here, and then just some other bromeliad here. I don't know what these bromeliads are, so we'll see when they bloom. I don't think they'll bloom, they're just struggling sitting there. Okay, let's move on to the front here. This section here, it's in the full sun, so it doesn't do that great other than succulents. So get some succulents in here. This is some blue one, silver one. This does good. These do good too. Leaf. These do good too. This is like an orange one. This one's like fluffy. I don't know the succulent names. That one's in the shade, but it needs to get more dirt around it, so I can do that later. These are air plants that are just sitting here, so those are still doing good. A little cactus. And then this one is the bigger version of that blue. I love this blue color. It's just such a nice color, the blue. And then here, starting along this side yard flower bed, you've got a bunch of these dune sunflower, which is a native here that goes along the beach. I don't know how good you can see it because I can't really see my phone that well, but I had it growing in here, but that didn't work out. So I put in this bird of paradise here. This is a cutting too. And then I got these rocks around it. So we'll see how this does. But that's a cutting. I think there's like 3 of them in there. Then here's this little pathway. This is my favorite section of the whole yard, is this pathway I built here. I put up a short too. How you could just walk through there. And these are just such beautiful yellow sunflowers in here. Absolutely beautiful. Through here, I just gotta trim it back. I just trimmed it back here so I could walk through here and show you through the garden tour. This I think is a European fan palm. It's a triple one, but you can't really see that third one back in there because it's got these dune sunflower, which, wow, that is just so beautiful through right there. A crab shell there with these I forgot what they're called, but there's something like some piece of wood. Through here is a new section here I did. There's grass here that never grew that well. Like this grass doesn't grow through here anyways, but we won't show that part. But through here I just put some rocks in here. And then this is just spotted with a bunch of bromeliads, these orange ones. It's got some lime green ones, some white ones, just fully covering these little sections. And then this is a little bird that broke this tree dropped one of the seed pods on it, but I'll show you the tree is beautiful. So we'll go back around to that. We've got around here these grasses that grow along the beach that are just starting to bloom because we're getting into June now, which It's nice. In the middle here, it's got a sago palm. This grew a lot too. It's beautiful. And then this queen palm. This queen palm is just so nice. It's never complained, nothing. It looks like this year round. It's perfect. Got some more grasses all up along here with this pathway to the hose. This is a little silly guy. Found this tiki on the side of the road and popped in a pothos here. It gets too much sun, but it still looks okay, so just give him some water every once in a while. That is a variegated shell ginger, which he's kind of complaining at me right now because it's the heat of the day and it doesn't get full shade, which it probably would like, but it wants some sun too, so. I just think the leaves on that are so cool with the yellow and green. Here's an angle of the tree from here. These are in front of the big windows of the house, so this is kind of like an areca screen here. These areca palms get really nice and big, and they'll grow a little bit taller, about tall as the neighbors over there. Along here, kind of got a hedge of, what is this called? Mexican Petunia, hedge of Mexican Petunia through here. And then a bird bath. And then these grasses get a lot of sun, so they don't look that great. These are, I forgot the name of these grasses, but they're already pushing new growth, so hopefully those will recover soon here shortly. Got some shells here in front of this areca palm, these areca palms here. Then here's my new addition. In this middle section here is all new. Kind of like a lagoon shape bed, rock bed here. And it's got this big grass, white grass here. This is my favorite because it doesn't get messy or doesn't get too big. It just stays like that all year round. This here is a lime tree that, it's weird because it started to push new growth, but it never pushed any new growth, and it had limes on it, or it does have limes on it. Here's one lime. Here's a few more limes, which are actually getting decent size. I don't know why it has limes on it, but not many leaves. And here is a big grouping that starts here. All the way swoops through here is these oyster plants. The front side is green and the back side is purple. Super interesting. And then through here, starting here, is a row more of these grasses here that didn't like all the sun, so I had to cut them back a little bit ago, but they're starting to look good and recover. In the front here is a hedge of arecas. No, wait, what am I saying? A hedge of cocoa plum. You can see here, just got white. It's already trying to fruit, but it's not trying to grow a lot of leaves. See, here are the new leaves that they're kind of like reddish, which is very interesting. So in the end, that will be like nice hedge. It will go like from there to there, and it will just block all that out there. And then of course, big beautiful coconut palm. This has really gotten big just a little bit ago. Loves all the rain. And then here is a beautiful bottle palm. So you've got this bottle palm here that's just gonna push out a new growth point right here. So let me step back here. You've got bottle palm here, bigger coconut palm here. The lime tree will grow right in here. And then the big tree right in there. There's a look back there again. We just saw that. And then these, the tree is recovering pretty good. We've had a dry summer, and this angle probably looks the best because it grows. This side grows great. That side grows a little slower. But the blooms, if I can zoom in, are just, the blooms are beautiful. Here's a good one right there. See if I could get that one. That one right there. And then you can see right there too, in front of that palm right there. Then taking a look back at what we just looked at right in there. Grass is still a little patchy, but it fills in. It fills in later in the year. Then we'll just lastly take a quick look in these little raised beds. We had vegetables and different things growing in here. Never grew good. So just more of this longevity spinach. And this is railroad vine with a purple bloom. But it probably doesn't like this rich soil, so it probably won't ever bloom. But we'll see. It grows good here because it gets watered there. Lastly, in this pot, we got this little yellow sweet potato. So there's probably a bunch of sweet potatoes in there. And the Dracaena. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. Bye.